How you doing? And welcome to Neither Real Music. I'm Ed. This is One Major Method Intermediate, my series dedicated to a second year or longer guitar player. In our first video, we were looking at 4 ways to play an F major 7 chord, and I also provided you a great scale to go along with it that worked in a diagonal fashion. Today's lesson, we're going to look at 4 alternate ways of playing F major 7. So you'll have a total of 8 different ways of playing this chord, and I will give you a different scale that will sound good over those chords. Before we do that, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell so you know when your next lesson is coming. I'm really looking to grow this channel, so every subscription helps tremendously. Now let's take a look at these 4 new F major 7 chords. First, I'm just going to show you what they are. Then I will give them to you in a series of 4 measures. And then what we're going to do is look at them in a course of 12 measures so that you can practice along and have something to work on with chord changes. First, we're going to look at F major 7 with F as the bass note, 3rd position. Now we're going to look at F major 7 with A as the bass note in 6th position. Then F major 7 with C as the bass note all the way up here in 10th position. And we're going to go back to the top of the guitar to look at F major 7 with E as the bass note. So once again, F major 7, 3rd position, F as the bass note. F major 7, 6th position, A as the bass note. F major 7, 10th position, C as the bass note. F major 7, 1st position with E as the bass note. Now let's take a look at them for 4 measures, one right after the other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a moment and really look at these chords. There are some tricky fingering changes to move from one to the other. Now we're going to take a look at this for 12 measures just to give you something to practice along with. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can't keep up with the speed that I'm playing, I usually have my metronome set to 60, feel free to slow this down and just take a look at the exercise and work at your own pace. There's no reason for you to try to keep up with me. You can always go back and repeat a section here. That's the nice thing about a video. But please do that if you find it difficult to move from one chord to another. Now the scale we're going to use is an F Lydian scale. We're going to be starting on F in our 1st position. Technically, this is a C major scale. So once you get to C major, if you know how to travel through the guitar in a diagonal pattern using a C major scale, you can do that. F Lydian, however, uses the rules of C major, but starts on an F. So now there are no B flats in this whole entire section. There will only be a regular B natural. Let's take a look at the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Hopefully you noticed that I continued past F when I got to our 13th fret and continued all the way up to the letter A. This is to ensure that we are keeping our 4 notes per string phrasing going on. Let's take a look at this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take a look at this scale one more time, but I'm going to explain the fingering while I'm doing it. As I said in the previous video, getting organized is the easiest way to become a better guitar player. Giving your fingers and your brain a repetitive pattern to follow ensures that you'll make less mistakes. If you just throw your fingers around and never really come up with the exact same way to play something over and over again, you're going to make a lot of small frustrating mistakes when you could just be playing in a better fashion. Let's take a look at this with the fingering. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 4. 1, 1, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 4. 1, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, 4. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. As you can see, my fingering follows a very specific pattern of either going 1, 2 times and then 2, 4, or 1, 2 times and then 3, 4, or 1, 2, 4, 4. This consistency means that as I'm playing, I will make less mistakes, especially if I apply this to learning scales, learning solos, learning songs. It'll make sure that you're just a better player overall. In part 3, I'm going to be creating some chord patterns in the key of F so that we can use the alternating F chords to help us go through our patterns and give us something interesting to listen to, as well as use our new scales to help us create interesting solos to play over the top of them. If you enjoy lessons like this, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I asked in the beginning. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I do enjoy compliments, but questions really let me know that you're working on this stuff. Good luck and good practice.